Alright, so this clip you're about to watch was pulled from my last video where I went over all the other Big Ten schools. So this one is the rant pulled from the video, the rant on Iowa. I wanted to upload this clip separately because I don't know, I feel like the tone of this rant was a lot different from the rest of the video, which was pretty darn relaxed. So if you just wanted to see it separately, here's the video. Subscribe. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Iowa. Oh boy. I think Iowa, and this is how I clearly feel about Iowa. I think Iowa set football back in this game probably about 100 years. I'm about to rant here. I have never seen a more pathetic offensive performance by two teams playing at the same time against each other than this Iowa-North Dakota State, or South Dakota State game. The final score was 7-3. And get this, that 7 points Iowa scored was not a touchdown. It was a field goal and two safeties. That's how they got their 7 points. There might have been 14 or 15 punts in this game. Dropped balls, just galore. Muffed punts, I mean, just sloppy football all the way through. It was incredibly hard to watch. And absolutely pathetic. Okay, Iowa last year had a really sad offense. We all know this. But their defense won them their games. That's how they won this game. Their defense looked great. But here's the thing. It's South Dakota State. Your defense is not good enough, even though they're good. They're not good enough to beat even good teams. Okay? Just think about that. This defense is pretty much the same defense from last year. But this is the same defense that Michigan scored 42 points in the Big Ten championship. And now you can't even get a touchdown against South Dakota State? I know Iowa likes to win games by low scores, like 20-13 or 17-14, like these like low scoring, like ground and pound games, but 7-3? Come on, man. I mean, maybe if this was like Wisconsin or something. If you only allowed Wisconsin to score 3 points and you guys got 7, I'd be like, I mean, that offense is garbage, but at least the defense is, they could keep them in any game if they play like that. I mean, Wisconsin's got a really good offense. They rotate running backs in and out every year. Like it's nothing. Iowa looked so pathetic throughout this entire game. Sacks, dropped passes, inaccurate footballs by Petrus. Punts, so many punts, and I felt like I had watched my 6th or 7th punt, and it was still the first quarter. It's like, what am I watching? And then Kirk Ferentz wants to go to his press conference and say he's still confident in his offense. He's still confident in his guys. I'm sorry about that glare. He's still confident in his offense and his guys that they're going to get the job done. Unbelievable. I can't believe that. Like, even if you would have scored 28 points or something, 21 points, at least they would have gotten on the board. You'd still be like, okay, they only scored 21 or 28 points against South Dakota State, but their defense looked good. They did what they needed to do. They won the way they like to win. 7-3? And it's not even a touchdown? Like, that is unbelievable to me. It's not 1890. This is 2022. Iowa, you're not going to be able to win games this way. You can't. You have to score touchdowns. Your offense has to get better. But it's also this thing of like, what are they supposed to do? What is Kirk Ferentz supposed to do? I mean, this is what he has. This is his team. Really good defense. Offense that is the saddest thing you could put. I mean, you literally could have put middle schoolers out there and you wouldn't have been able to tell the difference. Just the most pathetic, like, embarrassing Big Ten team to play this week, and they won. That's the sad part. They're the most embarrassing team to me in week 1 in the Big Ten, and they still won their game. All right, I'm moving on about Iowa. That's my rant on Iowa. Good Lord.